The Manipulator in BricsCAD is a versatile tool to swiftly move, rotate, scale, and mirror selected entities. By default, Manipulator displays when selecting an entity by a long click. The anchor point of the manipulator is located at the closest grip point with respect to the selection point. When you click on this location, the anchor point will be located closer to this grip point. Manipulator can also be accessed from the ribbon. Click on Manipulate in the Modify panel of the ribbon. Click on the entity and give an enter. In Manipulator, there are some trigger zones. Place the cursor on one of these trigger zones to start an action. When you place the cursor on the axis and click, you can move the entity in the direction of that axis. When you place the cursor on an arc and click, you can rotate the entity. And you can see plane swatches closer to the anchor point. When you click on any of the swatches, you can move the entity freely in the selected plane. When you place the cursor on the tip of the arrow in the manipulator, you will get arrowheads. If you click now, you can mirror the entity. You can also get the manipulator using the quad. For that, hover on an entity, click on the manipulator in the quad. Now the entire entity is selected and you can see a blue rectangular box. This solid entity is made up of 6 faces. If you hold down the control key and click on a face, only that particular face will get selected and it is shown with an orange rectangle. Now if you activate an axis of the manipulator and when you move, only that face will get moved in the direction of the axis. You can either pick a point or you can type a value. Now I'll click on this solid and the entire solid entity got selected. I'll trigger this axis and I'll move the entity in the direction of the axis and the entire entity will get moved. Alternatively, you can select a face by prioritizing the face selection in the selection modes. Right-click, go to Toolbars, BricsCAD, More, and click on Selection Modes. Activate Prioritize Selection of Faces option. Now if you click on a solid entity, only the selected face will get selected. Launch the manipulator from the quad and move the face in the direction of the axis. Disable Selection of Faces in the Selection Modes toolbar and click on the entity. Now the entire entity is selected. Click on the arc to trigger it. Type in a numeric value of 90 degrees and the entity got rotated through an angle of 90 degrees. This completes the tutorial on the manipulator in BricsCAD. Thanks for your time.